this house, so that's why it's,
Okay,
it's sort of a exercise room and storage area.
and the two existing things that are there now, what are they? The shed?
Just old sheds, yeah.
Yeah,
It was a good size, it seemed, the one looked like.
yeah, they weren't taken care of when we bought the property 2 years ago. That like there were mice in them and crickets, and it's just falling apart.
They're both falling apart, yeah.
All right. This is not an apartment you're putting in, it's a little house. Is that-
No.
This one, okay.
There's absolutely no storage in this
Okay.
house at all.
Open it up to the board first. Do you have any questions from?
So, one question, is it going to be conditioned, air conditioned, heated, and so,
Yes, because it will be used as a workout area for them,
so how do you propose to do that?
with a ductless split system. So they're the small little cartridges that are on the wall. Yep. So, very simple. Mm-hmm.
So that's heat pumps, so you have heating and air conditioning.
In one,
with that.
yes, and now they're
Makes sense.
so energy efficient now. Right, no freestanding unit, like,
Amazing how efficient they are.
All right, now the audience, we're gonna open up, anybody in the audience want to comment on this project? Okay. I think we're good, and, you look great.
oh, thank you, good seeing you guys, I know,
Yeah,
you're normal.
yeah.
Thank you.
And, we'll open it up to the, next item on the agenda.
That's it, we're good.
Thank
Thank you.
Thanks.
Everyone safe getting home.
Nice seeing you.
You too.
We miss you at the town. You're good over there.
Oh, thank you, thanks for the kind words.
By the book. Okay. Next one, 2603, application of Historic Realty Corporation. The owners for review of a window, a door, and an HVAC at 92-94 Main Street, Tappan, New York. Chapter 12 of the Code of Town, Orangetown, Section 12-4, authoritative board of review. You come on up and introduce yourself. Tax lot number 77.11/3/67 in a CS zone. If you'll walk us through, introduce yourself.
Sure. I'm David Howe.
Yes.
We have the affidavit of
Sorry.
posting, which we're passing down, and now it's posted. So this deals with 92.
Oh, I'm
Applicant-
sorry, Audra Monier. I'm with Lighthouse Architecture. I'm the project manager on the project.
Okay. And you're the attorney.
I am the attorney.
Got it. Yeah, you can take us through the structure and everything.
Yeah, I can go through the, okay, so we're here in a little bit of a different method as we would. The stuff has been changed already on the elevation, and we are here for your comments, suggestions, and hopefully approval. At the rear, back photograph of the property, 2A0001, ownership replaced 2 windows with 1 fixed window and 2 divided light doors.
Okay.
They're cherry wood doors, and it's a black window frame. The doors are made of wood, and the picture window, according to what I understand from ownership, was something that they repurposed that was already in the house when they bought it. We inspected the structure is compliant, we've gone through it with the building department. Now it's a matter of just seeking any suggestions and approvals for this specific change. Now, I do want to mention that this specific change does happen the building is actually an awkward shaped building, so the specific change does happen behind the fence, so there's no real visibility to that portion, but nonetheless, it has been changed, so we want to bring it up to your attention. Also, if you see photograph 8, a side photograph, owner did install a condenser unit on the side of the building. And in photograph 6, you can see that it's not very visible, but it's on the side of the property. and it does need to be reviewed and addressed by this board.
In the rear, it seems.
Right, in the front, there's actually a C of O. If you're looking at number 6, that box is actually, if in the file, is represented as a chimney. So Ms. Kelleru had applied chimney. From what I can see, I closed with regard to this property in terms of the purchaser. From the survey that I remember, it's about 4 feet 2 inches to the other property line. The other property line would be that fence, the wood fence that one sees on the right-hand side in terms of the photograph. So if you're walking, if you think of that projection that was already approved with regard to the chimney and that space difference and the fact that it's far in the back to the property, it's really not noticeable. With regard to the photographs that Ms. Munir had shown with regard to number 2 and number 4,
And
you
that's-
can see that partial fence that's on both of those, and the way that one walks on that piece of sidewalk that's there, it's both the 2 doors and the window are not noticeable at all, in my opinion.
That's what they changed.
Yes, not the fence, just the 2 doors and the window.
You mentioned the window is divided right.
The doors are divided light, the window is just a fixed window with full glass. It's the picture window in between the two
I see it.
A001s.
So they say a picture's worth.
Yes.
Could you mark on this drawing, this is the plot plan, where the fencing is
Sorry.
located, where the window in question is located.
No, I'm putting,
No.
I'm putting the
That's the window.
window.
And you want the condensing also?
Because these are
Condensing
these
unit.
Right.
are red, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So just mark them on the,
So there are
Line.
2, actually, right? There's this and this.
imagine walking,
So two condensing units, right?
okay.
So, and they're on either side, and then the window is at the rear of the property.
So just pass it.
Sure.
Both in the rear. Good question.
My opinion about,
One thing that I really hear far too often is you can't see it from the road, you can't see it because of the fence, you can't see it. I really believe that a proposal should stand on its own merit. Fences come down. So whether or not you can see it, your thinking is so right.
Right. I think that when one looks at the fixed window and the 2 doors, one can certainly say that it fits within the paradigm of fitting
I
in
understand.
historically.
I'm not
Right.
commenting on the proposal
Yep.
itself.
No, I'm in agreement. I mean, otherwise, we would say it's hidden, and therefore it shouldn't be viewed for approval or review.
So there's 3 things on the property, and you're hoping to get them, people in there. Is some kind of internet company or something? Just wondering what's.
And the
Oh,
commercial.
yeah,
Right,
in
there-
commercial, there are 2 commercial spaces currently. There's a CO for 2 commercial spaces. One is occupied by Low Media Group. They are a social media company. And the other commercial space is unoccupied as of right now. the residence is where the changes have been made, which is the 92 portion, which is the back base of the building and the upper floor.
Okay, that's residential part.
Yes.
Okay. That was a nice set of plans.
Why was black chosen as the window frame and everything else?
So ownership said that they used whatever was left over, whatever was left in the house currently, they repurposed it for the exterior. I don't think there was
So the window was.
yeah, the window was there. It was just, when he bought the house, it was in the basement. And he just,
No, it was not in that location.
no,
Right.
originally there were
You
two.
made it sound as if it was already.
No, I apologize. Yeah, the window was just in the house and he repurposed it.
So he said,
Yeah.
the white one, this is the one. But would he have an objection to painting it white?
I don't think it should be an issue. It's an aluminum window frame. It could be painted.
I mean, given that everything else is only looking.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, it's not looking.
The trim is a cream color.
Match the color of the other one.
Yeah, earth tone would be nice.
Right.
The house. Is
That's-
Bob Norton the owner?
Robert Norton
Yeah,
is
76
the
House.
principal of the
Yeah,
Historic
that's all.
Realty, yes.
Tap box, I remember that.
Yeah, that was Callaroo.
Oh,
Ms.
and-
Callaroo and her husband were the owners up until either 2 or 3 years ago.
All right. Any questions on the board first? I'll go a little bit up to the audience. Okay.
Thank you all very much.
Yes,
Thank
thank
you.
you. All right, last thing on the agenda is other business. We're gonna bring up the, Peel Group 23 LLC and Burn Group Bedford LLC. It's a 149 Washington Spring Road applicant. If they want to come on up and take us through what they have.
Oh, really? Okay, it's not my house, I just, so. Yes, okay,
Next door.
Okay.
Cheers.
okay.
My name is Seth Glasser. I was the general contractor on the project. And did you get a copy of this narrative?
I did, something from the building department, the inspector.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want me to read it
Yeah, you
before
can
we
do anything
start?
you like.
Because that'll explain a lot of why I'm here. 2020, Ernest Delatorre purchased the house at 149 Washington Spring Road. He undertook major renovation, which included exterior work. He appeared in front of the HABR and received approval for the proposed exterior work. He completed the project, but because of COVID scarcity, we had to change a couple of items, which specifically are the front door, the exterior lighting, and this says elevation. I'm not quite sure what that means, but and make a long story short, we got a C of O, but they did not close out these items. So they kept the C of O open pending these items that were, prevented them from closing out the C of O. Mr. Delatorre sold the house to a woman named Catherine Basich. She was unaware of this. Also, the town was unaware of this. They had a closing. Subsequently, the town, the building was sold to a new owner, and that's when these items, all of a sudden, the town said, wait a minute, you have an open C of O, so I'm here to answer those questions. And specifically, I have,
Yeah, who took the pictures? You or the building inspector?
I believe, I don't know who took these pictures,
These are the amendments, I guess you
Yeah.
would say, right?
but specifically, we're talking about that lighting fixture,
Okay,
this door,
the color,
it's a different door.
but the color is okay? I don't know what.
Yeah, the color was never objected to.
Okay,
It was strictly, I guess, the configuration of the panels,
oh,
because he was gonna use a different door. And regarding the elevations, these are the plans that were approved by the Historical Review Board.
okay.
And from what I can see, looking at these plans, and then looking at the photographs, and again, this is, I think there are a couple of shutters that weren't installed. Like these elevations, well, forget the interior. But on the outside, there are just a couple of shutters that we didn't install on the back. You know, and that's the only differences that I can see in the rear. The shutters on the rear elevation weren't installed. So those are the
How
differences.
about the solar panels on the roof?
No solar panels.
Like there's something, what, that's not, oh, those are windows?
Yeah,
Okay.
those are skylights.
Skylights, I mean. Okay.
I just explained it. They, for some reason, when the building inspector gave us the C of O, these items were somehow. He gave you the C of O? Well, he gave it to Ernie Delatorre.
Then, but now there's a new owner.
Yeah. So
So why is the new owner?
why is the new owner not here?
No, why are the new owners coming before us?
Because the C of O is still open. So we're trying to get the C of O closed.
House has been, I'm sorry, the house is currently under new ownership
Yeah,
as of when?
I think February 1st,
Of this year?
yeah.
Yes, just so, you know, I'm obviously just, included in the packet before the board, is an email, from Glenn Mayer from the building department that, just details the items that, according to the building department, were not in compliance with the previous, decision that was issued by HABR. So this was prior to the sale of the home, on February 1st. And again, it just, outlines for the board, what specifically wasn't, not,
Was non-conforming to
Compliance
the
with the prior
approved
decision.
plan.
And you have that list?
Yeah, right here, these
No,
four
I'm
things.
asking the applicant. You have that list that is given.
Yeah, I have this narrative, that's what I have.
No, there's a list of items. He doesn't show the,
Yeah, this one. French doors and there was a few things like mine.
Yeah, we used a different door, we used slightly different hardware. The lighting is slightly different, and the elevation that they're talking about, the fourth item, that's the shutters in the back that were never installed. And the shutters are completely cosmetic, you know, and they're the rear elevation. The only people who see the rear of the house is the owner, so. It's kind of the building inspector was doing his job, and he noted that these items were non-conforming, so he left the C of O open.
Are any of those things gonna be addressed?
Um,
Done?
It's,
Shutters and so on.
I'm giving you my personal opinion. I don't see any reason why
we need to address them. I mean,
Well, what are you asking us to do, basically?
I'm asking you to accept the house the way it is, and it was because of COVID scarcity that we didn't do those items, and under the circumstances, give the new owner a pass.
Why you can't just deal with the building department? I mean, I don't know why
Right.
you're here.
Because they referred us to you. Yeah, the building, the head building, I met with the head building inspector, and he said, I have to refer this to the board. So that's why I'm here.
What is there currently is not in compliance with the previous decision that was issued by.
Okay, so then.
So I am
Stand by
respectfully,
Our original
That's
decision?
up to you as a board. So you're deciding if what's before you now is in compliance with the,
Well, he just said it's not, and the building department, he said it's not.
right, so
Not in
you,
compliance.
at this point, you can assess the application as it is, as it's put forward to you now,
I don't know why
and-
we're doing it.
and
I'm
determine.
respectfully asking that
I
we,
understand what you're asking.
Okay.
I just don't know why we're being put in the middle.
Right. All right, let's look at the things he mentioned. The entry door, that blue door, it says, entry door and hardware not per HBR decision. What was the color of that door supposed to be?
I can't
That's the only
remember.
thing I know.
I did the work in '21. It's, you know,
I wish the homeowner was here. Like, are they okay with the way that?
yeah,
Okay.
you know, he's perfectly happy with the way the house is, and,
For
All right.
reference, I'm sorry to cut you off, but for reference, also attached to the packet is the decision that was issued in 2021, so it would lay out what this board previously decided.
Let's go back 5 years.
May I ask you a quick question, please?
what are the
Yeah,
front?
yeah.
you-
I was just in France, right? I don't know, can you explain, what is a French door? I don't know.
Okay, a French door, it's a divided light door. So
Okay.
it's usually, in the United States, they usually have 15 lights, and they're more or less floor to ceiling, you know.
Okay,
And,
okay, right, divided.
and they're usually, when people talk about French doors, they're usually twin doors,
Right.
but technically not always.
So is this the side where the?
That's the, yeah, that's where the shutters were shown on this elevation, and they were never installed.
Let me ask you a question. Did you meet with the building inspector who wrote this?
Glenn Mayer?
Yes.
No, I met with the head building,
Why did
ins-
you not meet with him?
because I
Because
came to the building department, and I met with the head building inspector, and he said, I have to refer you to the HRB.
I'd like to split the difference personally, just to get this over with. I'd accept the light and the front door and ask that the shutters be mounted.
Yeah, yeah, I agree with that. But to add, what about the door that they?
I said I'd accept the door
He'll accept the door and
And the light.
and the lights. Put
And
the
you want us
shutters
to,
on.
you want us to put shutters on? All right, thank you very much.
Mhm.
That's a reasonable compromise.
Yeah, I see nothing wrong with those little lights.
And, you know, the shutters were more decoration, and that's in your purview, so I get it. Where'd you go in France?
Paris,
Oh.
my girlfriend.
I lived in Paris for a year,
Oh, yeah?
yeah.
A nice city, metro and everything.
It's the best. I lived there in 78 and 79. I ate a lot of horse meat, which I don't even know if they sell it.
All right, so after the shutters, how many would have to go on?
I think it's about four pair, yeah. Well, listen, it's a reasonable request, we'll do it.
Kind of meeting in the middle, like you said, with these compromised, kind of.
I wish more boards were
Just to
like
clarify the
this one.
compromise, the front door,
Is accepted,
with the hardware.
yes, and the light is accepted.
Okay. With hardware and light fixture as is, asks applicant to add shutters, 2 pairs to the rear elevation.
Whatever was shown in the original application.
I guess I'm the applicant, right? So you send it, the decision to me, and I will carry it out, and then Glenn Mayer will come and look at it, and we'll close out the C of O. All right. Reasonable enough, thank you very much.
I'm assuming that they're agreeing with the site plan.
You can talk.
You have to vote formally.
So
Any more comments?
No, I agree with them.
Okay, okay.
a unanimous decision.
Well, I don't know, we haven't
We
voted.
didn't close the public portion.
Anyway,
Close the hearing and then we'll.
thank you very much for being reasonable, I appreciate it. Have a good evening.
Thank you. All right, we have a motion to close.
I move that we close the
All
meeting.
right, that's a second. All in favor? All right, we're gonna close and adjourn to decide.
And just as a housekeeping matter for this application, Ms. Allen recused herself, so I don't know
Oh.
if you wanted to go, it's up to the board, obviously, if you wanted to go out of order and vote on the last application first. and then
Oh,
she
that's a
can
good
go back
idea.
in. Totally up to you, of course, but,
That's a good call.
so she can come
All
back.
right, let's do it in reverse. All right, we have a motion for the Pineal Group, the Washington Spring Road.
I'll second.
Passes.
But do the, like she said, the 2 pair of shutters.
No, I said we're talking,
We thought we'd do it in reverse.
oh, then no, that's his motion. I thought you were going to the first.
No, because she's not here, we're gonna get her in the room right after we decide on the last one.
I see, okay.
I move that the board be accepted as is with the hardware, that the lighting be accepted as is, and shutters, house as per the original application.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Is it the door?
Well, for me, it seems like they're in dominance with,
So they're voting on the last application. Just step out for 1 minute. They're
Oh,
just-
you're still doing that?
They're taking a vote on the application that they're recused from, so.
Oh, okay. I thought they were finished.
You don't have to leave.
It's okay. All right, so it looks like.
Said I do.
Yes, it's required.
They want me to leave.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so the amendments are okay with that. All in favor, it's simply we got 4-0. So, now I think she can come in, right?
Yes, of
All
course.
right, okay. Somebody, thanks. first item, which was 28 Cloister Road, little storage exercise building. We have a motion on that.
I just said I'd make a motion to accept it as presented.
Favor, second there, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right. Any opposed? No. All right, 5-0. Last item is the 9294 Main Street. We have a motion on that.
Accept it as presented.
I thought we were going to ask him to paint.
I'm sorry,
One
you're right.
thing.
With the exception that the window frame that was installed must be painted black.
Painted the color, it must match the color as close as possible to the other windows in a group.
One condition. Okay. All in favor of that? Aye.
Is there a second?
Oh, is it the second? I'll be the second.
Okay.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. It looks good. And I have a motion to close? Favors? Okay. Meeting closed.
Second that motion to close?
I second.